What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans stand up. And today, the Dallas Cowboys have finally got some defensive tackle help by bringing in Albert Huggins. Albert Huggins played for the Atlanta Falcons last year. He was an undrafted guy in the 2019 draft out of Clemson, because y'all know I'm an ACC guy, so I'm definitely familiar with Albert Huggins. But he went to the Houston Texans, spent about 3 years there, went to the Atlanta Falcons, and the Dallas Cowboys just picked him up yesterday. Now, when you look at Albert Huggins, you know, he's a little bit of a hybrid. He plays one tech and also some three tech, so the Atlanta Falcons moved him across the defensive line. But he's about 6'3", 305 pounds, and initially he was kind of a rotational guy with the Falcons, but at the end of the season, like the last 5 games, he became a starter. So he had like 349 snaps. So he's a little bit more seasoned than some of the other guys we've been speaking about that the Cowboys have brought in. So I think he's definitely going to have some upside value, especially with the interior, which is definitely a concern for a lot of Cowboys fans. So the very first play, if you look at Big 94, the thing that I noticed, and I'll say this, Cowboys Nation, y'all better show me some love, man, because y'all have me up in the middle of the night watching Atlanta Falcons film. Why? I don't know, because I love y'all and I want to make sure y'all educated about all these players that we're bringing in. So show me some love, hit that like button, subscribe button, share the content. Let's make sure everybody's aware what's going on, because your boy Jay Tuck was up last night working, watching about 4 to 5 Falcons games. Y'all know that's not my style. So the very first thing I noticed about Albert Huggins is he's quick off the ball. He's very quick. If you watch his base, like I said, like go back to thinking that we're scouting draft prospects, right? Watch his base, good low base, good comfortable base. You know, he has good lateral hips and movement. Now, I will say this, in some cases, his hands can get a little sloppy as far as placement-wise, but I love his hands. He has violent hands, and we'll see that in some upcoming clips. But, you know, good lateral movement, maybe a little high for my liking, but nothing too alarming. But the thing that I love about Albert Huggins is he can turn and run. So I'm not sure, like, what his 40 time was and his, you know, his combine numbers was, but he can turn and run with the best of him. Let's watch it at full speed. So as he recognizes the pass, the quick throw, he turns and make a tackle downfield. Like, you know, and for a big boy, especially for a 1 tech or a 3 tech or a guy playing the interior, that's not really your ass, but you'll see that constantly when you watch Albert Huggins film. He's able to turn, run, and locate the ball and get there quickly. This is what I was talking about on this next play here. Violent hands. Violent hands is something you definitely need, you know, at the defensive line position. That's why you're seeing a lot of defensive linemen starting to box now, just kind of get their hands more violent. But you'll see him come off the line of scrimmage right here, and he likes to throw this club. Bam, right there. Bam. Love it, love it, love it. Now, the thing that he can add, he'll add it in a few more plays that we'll watch, is the second move, right? So what's going to be your next move? What's going to be your move? You're going to throw the club? Is it going to be a club and counter? Is it going to be a club and rip? Is it going to be a club and spin? Like, you know, is it going to be a club and, you know, swim? Like, what's going to be your next move? So on this play particularly, he didn't have a next move, but what he does a good job is countering. Okay, I'm kind of jammed up. Where I'm going to go, he's going to go inside and get the pressure. And, you know, what I think is really going to help him and just, you know, anybody for defensive line is that Zim likes to create a lot of 1v1s. That's the whole thing about Zimmer's disguised fronts, right? Is creating 1 versus 1's matchup. So, you know, as you see right now, the center, he's peaking over here at 95. So he's not even worried about Albert over here. So what that gives you the opportunities for a two-way go. So if you ever hear me or anybody say a two-way go, that means that your defensive tackle or defensive lineman or edge rusher can go one way, right, on the outside, or he can go the other way. So he can go to the A gap or he can go to the B gap, right? So he gives him that opportunity to go outside and inside to win these 1 versus 1's matchups. And I think he did a good job right there getting the pass rush. You know, the Vikings were able to get the ball quickly, but I love the club. I love the hand placement, and I love the agility of Albert Huggins thus far, watching about 4 to 5 games. And I think he's emerging, right? Because like I said, you know, he started to get more snaps as the season progressed at the end of the season for the Atlanta Falcons. So he definitely has a lot of, you know, season to his game and being in the league for, you know, since 2019. Let's play right here. He's playing the 1 tech. So it shows the versatility to be able to play 1 tech. Like I said, play 3 tech as well. But on this next play right here, you know, he does have some instances where he kind of gets loses his balance a little bit. So, kind of fix that, right? But it's going to happen throughout the course of a game. So it gets kind of slightly pushed. But the funny thing about this, even with him getting pushed and being off balance, you see that he's just a big wrecking ball, and just that he just crumbles everybody, So I would say the cleanup areas would be just maintaining your balance and keeping that on a consistent basis, because if not, you can get chipped and moved out the way, which can definitely be detrimental to your defense. But on this play, man, this was the play when I set up out my bed. It was like, all right, Tuck. All right, Tuck. We can watch a little bit more. We ain't got to cut the film out, Tuck. We can watch a little bit more. But watch the agility of Albert Huggins able to get agile, right? So, I love his hips. I love his fluid. Like, he moves like an athlete. He moves like an athlete. So look how agile he is with this step, cross step, boom. Okay, good step, right, to get in that A gap. And he's keeping his shoulders square in this gap, right? So it's like a straight line. If you draw a line across, you can see all of his numbers, right? So he's staying square. He's getting upfield, and he's able to turn down the line of scrimmage flat once again and make a tackle on the ball carrier. I was like, okay, all right. So let me watch a little bit more. But hell of a rep. Let's just watch it at full speed. Boom, good step. Turn, make a play in the backfield. Hell of a play by Albert Huggins right there. I like that. Bam. Square. Technique. Technique matters. And when I had Gerald McCoy, on my show, salute to Big Gerald, he was talking about defensive tackles, man. We don't talk about it a lot, but they need to play with technique. I know we want them big and strong, but sometimes just being big and strong just isn't good enough. What does your technique really look like? And Albert Huggins has some great techniques, especially on this play right here. All right, so in this play right here, this is what's going to be important for a lot of Cowboys fans in particular. Like, okay, can he take on blockers? This is what we're trying to ask Mozzie to do and so many others. And you'll watch this play right here, playing the one tech, head up with the center, boom, anchored in, taking on the double team, and he is not moving. He is not moving at all. He is holding his anchor, and he's able to get off the blocks and still make a tackle in the run game and help support. So another great play by Albert Huggins right there. He ain't moving. Like I said, even at 305, if that's what his current weight is, that's a good rep. Bam, anchored in there, sustain. So by eating up these two blockers right here with this sitting the guard, it allows your linebackers to flow. Now you have this backside pulling tackle, but even though he eats up this linebacker right here, number 55 should be able to flow. But Albert Huggins says, nah, you know what, bro? I got it. I'm on it. Hell of a rep. And then once again, just another play right here. Now you're showing him at the 3 technique, showing that versatility. Bam. Taking on blockers, maintaining. Get off me, little bro, and go make a tackle. Hella good reps from Albert Huggins right there. Now, I'm not saying that, we can just chill and we're good, the defensive tackle, and we don't need to make no more moves. Nope. Don't do that. But I'm saying we definitely have something in-house that can kind of help this Dallas Cowboys interior, which we desperately need. But that's a hell of a good rep, y'all. Textbook play. That's all you're asking for your DTs, especially your 3s and your 1 techs. Right there, so he gives you that versatility to get upfield as well. Didn't have any sacks, but he can still get upfield as well. On this play right here, it's going to show that hand placement that I was talking about earlier. Now you see the second move. There's the club, bam. There's the swim, there. And then most importantly, he finishes his swim. So a lot of defensive tackles, like, they don't finish their swim. And what do I mean by that? There's the club, bam. There's the swim. But then when you swim over the offensive lineman, you want to pretty much press off their back numbers, press off the back of their shoulder pads right there. Good finish, and there's the pressure on Bryce Young. So even if he didn't get sacks, y'all, he can still get pressure. But once again, good technique. Bam, bam. Almost there. Just a little too late, right? Just a little too late, but it still forces interior pressure and forces Bryce to make the quick throw. And on his last play here was a snow game in Chicago versus Justin Fields. And you realize his player recognition when he recognizes the screen. Boom. All right, number 64 says, holding and holding, holding. Then he releases. All right, so instead of coming all the way upfield, see, soon as 64 releases, right, and turns upfield to get upfield to start blocking on the screen, he notices it. He's already gone with them. He's already gone with them, makes a play, run to the ball carrier, and makes a tackle. Good effort, good play recognition, good awareness by Big 94, Albert Huggins, man. So that's Albert Huggins, new defensive tackle addition to the Dallas Cowboys. Like I said, don't think that, we don't need to sign anybody else and we're good. Nope. But I feel like he's definitely going to be able to add into our defensive lineman rotation. So it's your boy J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at JTuck151. Share the content, y'all, to make sure all Cowboys fans are aware. Because like I said, I was up working on this, but I wanted to make sure Cowboys fans and CFO gang in particularly is educated on all of our acquisitions, man. So I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. And Big Albert, I like him. I like him a lot. Peace.